Ashwani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. High voltage campaigning continues for the remaining 3 phases of Lok Sabha elections. Filing of nominations ends for 7th and final phase of general elections. 30 Maoists surrender before security forces in Bijapur district of Chhattisgarh. Centre extends ban imposed on LTTE for 5 more years. IMD issues orange alert in 2 districts of Kerala for heavy rainfall. 77th Cannes Film Festival begins in France. And in boxing, Gaurav Chauhan enters semifinals of Elorda Cup in Kazakhstan. High voltage campaigning is taking place for the remaining 3 phases of Lok Sabha elections after completion of polling for the first 4 phases. Senior leaders of various political parties are addressing multiple rallies and holding roadshows in different parts of the country. Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi held rallies at Kodarma and Giridih in Jharkhand this evening. Mr. Modi said the NDA government has curbed Naxal violence in the country. Mr. Modi said abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir is the biggest step taken in India's interest.
कल श्रीनगर के चुनाव में इतना भारी मतदान हुआ, लोकतंत्र के प्रति जिस प्रकार से श्रद्धा व्यक्त की गई है और लोग उमंग और उत्साह से भरे हुए थे और लोग कह रहे थे कि 370 जाने के कारण ये संभव हुआ है, लोग कह रहे थे मोदी के आने के बाद संभव हुआ है.
The Prime Minister said his government gives top priority to working for the welfare of the deprived people. Senior BJP leader Amit Shah held a public meeting in Bongaon in West Bengal. BJP National President JP Nadda addressed a gathering at Amethi in Uttar Pradesh in support of BJP candidate Smriti Irani, who is contesting against Kishori Lal Sharma of the Congress. He said India of today does not seek but provides. Mr. Nadda said due to initiatives of the NDA government today, India is at the 3rd position in the world in petrochemicals and automobile sector. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also addressed the rally in Amethi. On the other hand, Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi also held a public meeting in Amethi. Senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi addressed a joint rally with Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav at Jhansi in Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Gandhi promised new employment opportunities to the youth if INDIA bloc is voted to power.
हम हिंदुस्तान के सारे बेरोजगार युवाओं को, ग्रेजुएट्स को पहली नौकरी का अधिकार देने जा रहे हैं. उसे 1 साल की नौकरी पक्की, जबरदस्त बेहतरीन ट्रेनिंग और बैंक अकाउंट में साल के 1 लाख रुपए महीने के.
Speaking at the rally, Samajwadi Party chief said INDIA bloc will waive off farmers' loans if their alliance comes to power.
जो लोग किसानों की आय दोगुनी की बात कर रहे थे, इनके 10 साल की सरकार में ना आय दोगुनी हुई और महंगाई बढ़ा करके लागत बढ़ गई.
Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge also held public meetings at Chauri Chaura near Gorakhpur and in Maharajganj. In our series covering profiles of key constituencies across states and union territories during the Lok Sabha elections, today we bring you a report on Ladak parliamentary constituency. Voting for the Ladak seat will be held on the 20th of this month in the 5th phase of general elections.
Ladak holds the distinction of being India's largest constituency in terms of area. The Bharatiya Janata Party has nominated Tashi Gyalsan, Chief Executive Councillor cum Chairman of the Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council Leh from the seat after dropping sitting MP Jamyang Sering Namgyal. Congress has nominated Sering Namgyal from Leh and Haji Hanifa Jan is contesting polls from Kargil as an independent candidate. The administration has set up 298 polling stations in Leh and 279 in Kargil. With only 5 electors, a poll booth has been established for a single family, which is India's northmost booth in village Varshi near Siachen base camp. Helicopter services and reserve EVMs are in place to deal with any issues posed by inclement weather and the tough terrain. The election results in Ladakh carry significant weight, serving as a primary indicator of the BJP's influence following the abrogation of Article 370 and the establishment of the new union territory. Muzaffar Wani, Akashvani News, Leh, Ladakh.
Filing of nominations for the seventh and final phase of Lok Sabha elections ended today. 57 Lok Sabha seats in 7 states and 1 union territory will be covered in this phase. Scrutiny of nominations will take place tomorrow. Friday is the last date for withdrawal of candidature. Voting for the 7th phase will be held on the 1st of June. Counting of votes for all 7 phases of general elections will be held on the 4th of June. Several prominent candidates of different political parties filed their nomination papers on the last day today. Our correspondent has the details.
Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi filed his nomination from Varanasi Lok Sabha seat. Congress has fielded Ajay Rai against Mr. Modi. BJP candidate Kangana Ranaut also filed her nomination from Mandi seat of Himachal Pradesh. Vikramaditya Singh is going to contest as Congress candidate from this seat. Congress leader Manish Tiwari, who has fielded by his party from Chandigarh Lok Sabha seat, also filed his nomination paper. In this constituency, BJP has fielded Sanjay Tandon. BJP candidate from Anandpur Sahib Lok Sabha seat, Dr. Subhash Sharma, also filed his nomination. Malvinder Kang is going to contest as Aam Aadmi Party candidate and Prem Singh as Shiromani Akali Dal candidate from this seat. With Dipendra Kumar, Bhupender Singh, Akashvani News, Delhi.
The Election Commission has said that top leaders of political parties should set good examples of campaign discourse during the ongoing election. It also said that leaders are primarily responsible for correcting course of polls' speeches to avoid a permanent dent on the country's social fabric. On actions taken against the complaints filed by various political parties, the poll panel today said over 90% complaints have been disposed by it since the enforcement of the Model Code of Conduct after the announcement of the Lok Sabha election in March. The Commission said a few complaints of the Congress and the BJP against each other are pending, alleging violation of the Model Code of Conduct. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Lok Nirnay 2024, a special program on the general elections, every evening at 7
and repeat broadcast at 9:30 p.m. on Akashvani Gold.
Updates of election activities, insights from regions and constituencies, expert opinion and analysis.
In the world's largest festival of democracy.
Stay tuned to Lok Prasarak ke saath, Lok Nirnay 2024.
Welcome back. You're listening to the news at 9. In Chhattisgarh, 30 Maoists, 9 of them carrying a cumulative reward of 39 lakh rupees on their heads, surrendered before security forces in Bijapur district today. It is noteworthy that so far since January this year, 180 Maoists have been arrested by security forces, while 76 have surrendered before them in the district. The Enforcement Directorate ED today submitted before the Delhi High Court that the Aam Aadmi Party AAP will be made an accused in the alleged liquor policy scam. The Central Investigative Agency said this during the proceedings related to a bail plea by the former Deputy Chief Minister and AAP leader Manish Sisodia concerning the excise policy case. The ED further informed Justice Swarnkant Sharma, who is presiding over the proceedings, that a supplementary charge sheet would be submitted soon in the case. Meanwhile, the Rouse Avenue Court in Delhi extended the judicial custody of BRS leader K. Kavita till the 20th of this month in connection with the case. The Home Ministry has advised people to beware of fraudsters posing as officials of police, Central Bureau of Investigation, Narcotics Department, Reserve Bank of India, Enforcement Directorate and other law enforcement agencies. According to the ministry, a large number of complaints are being reported on the National Cybercrime Reporting Portal regarding intimidation, blackmail, extortion and digital arrests by cyber criminals posing as government officials. The ministry said several victims have lost large amounts of money to such criminals. It has advised that the citizens should immediately report the incident on cybercrime helpline number 1930 or www.cybercrime.gov.in for assistance. Prasar Bharati Chairman Navneet Sehgal today stressed on the need to make Akashvani a more effective, flexible and viable organization. He also talked about reaching out to more listeners through the digital medium. Mr. Sehgal said this while interacting with Akashvani officials of the News Services Division, Programming and Engineering sections during his visit to the organization's headquarters in New Delhi.
कि आकाशवाणी को एक इफेक्टिव और फ्लेक्सिबल और वायबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाया जाए। ये हमको करना चाहिए। डिजिटल में, पॉडकास्ट में, यूट्यूब पे जो और भी जो माध्यम है डिजिटल इसके ब्रॉडकास्ट के प्रसारण के, उसका उपयोग करके ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक हमको पहुंचना चाहिए।
The centre has extended the ban imposed on the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam LTTE for 5 more years. The Ministry of Home Affairs in its notification said the central government has taken the decision as the LTTE continues to pose a threat to the sovereignty and territorial integrity of India. The government had declared the LTTE an unlawful association in May 2019 and banned it for 5 years. In Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, the situation continues to worsen as fresh violence erupted due to clashes between protesters and authorities. 4 people were killed and more than 100 injured following violent clashes which comes amid a wheel jam strike that started on Friday. Thousands of people are on the streets to protest against the high prices of basic essentials like flour and the severe power cuts in the area. Following the intense violence over the weekend, the authorities imposed Section 144, shutting down schools and also suspending mobile communications in the area. Pakistan has been witnessing extremely high inflation and dismal economic growth for more than 2 years due to rising energy costs. The second round of the India-US Dialogue on Africa is being held in Washington today. The External Affairs Ministry said the 2-day India-US Dialogue aims to share ideas and perspectives and explore ways to develop institutional, technical and bilateral synergies to work together in Africa. The 77th Cannes Film Festival began today in France. The world's most popular film festival unfurled with a French comedy, The Second Act, made by well-known director and musician Quentin Dupieux. 22 films will be competing for the Palme d'Or this time, while renowned actress Meryl Streep will be recognized with an honorary Palme d'Or. India is hosting a Bharat Path for the first time in the 12-day event. The Bharat Pavilion at Cannes will serve as a platform for the Indian film community to engage in various activities. The official poster and trailer of the 55th International Film Festival of India, IFFI 2024, will also be unveiled at the Bharat Parv. This year's IFFI will be held in Goa from the 20th to the 28th of November. The Indian Meteorological Department IMD has issued an orange alert in Pathanamthitta and Idukki districts of Kerala for heavy to very heavy rainfall. Yellow alert has been issued in 8 districts of the state. The State Disaster Management Authority has asked the public to avoid night travel to the hilly regions in view of the possibility of heavy rainfall. Meanwhile, the IMD has said that heat wave conditions are likely over Konkan region today and tomorrow. It said West Rajasthan is expected to face heat wave conditions from tomorrow till the 18th of this month. On to sports now. In boxing, India's Gaurav Chauhan advanced to the semifinals of men's 92+ kilogram at the Elorda Cup at Astana in Kazakhstan. Today, he defeated home favourite Daniel Sapar by 3-2, ensuring a medal for the country. Meanwhile, 6-time Asian Championships medalist Shiva Thapa lost against Kazakhstan's Abdu Ali Almat in the men's 63.5 kilogram bout. India's ace women's table tennis player Manika Batra became the first Indian woman paddler to break into the top 25 of the world women's singles rankings. She rose to her career best ranking of 24 following her success in the Saudi Smash last week. In IPL cricket match between Delhi Capitals and Lucknow Super Giants is underway in Delhi. Put into bat, Delhi Capitals were 175 for 4 in 18 overs when reports last came in. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. High voltage campaigning continues for the remaining 3 phases of Lok Sabha elections. Filing of nominations ends for 7th and final phase of general elections. 30 Maoists surrender before security forces in Bijapur district of Chhattisgarh. Centre extends ban imposed on LTTE for 5 more years. IMD issues orange alert in 2 districts of Kerala for heavy rainfall. 77th Cannes Film Festival begins in France. And in boxing, Gaurav Chauhan enters semi-finals of Elorda Cup in Kazakhstan. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.
This is Akashvani. In the program Spotlight,